It started with my voice. Not a recording, not a dream, not a glitch. My actual voice. Speaking words I never said. Coming from the car radio at 2:13 a.m., I was parked on the shoulder of Route 9. Engine off, rain tapping the roof, waiting for the panic attack to pass. I hadn't slept in 3 days. Work was killing me. My apartment felt like a coffin, so I drove, just drove. No destination, no plan. I turned on the radio to drown out my thoughts, static. Then, my voice, clear, calm, familiar. It said I shouldn't have left the house tonight. I froze, turned it off. The voice kept talking. Not from the speakers, from the back seat. I checked the mirror, empty. I started the car, drove faster, at the next intersection. The radio turned on by itself. Same voice. It said I was going to crash in 7 minutes. Unless I turned left. I didn't turn. I kept going straight. 6 minutes later, a deer ran across the road. I swerved, hit the guardrail. Airbag deployed. When I came to, the radio was playing softly. My voice again, it said, "Next time, listen." I walked home in the rain. Didn't call anyone. Didn't report the crash. The next night, I tried again. Drove the same route. 11:59 p.m. Radio off. At exactly midnight, it turned on. My voice said I was being watched. I looked around. No cars, no lights, just trees and darkness. Then headlights appeared in the rear view. Far back, not moving, just watching. I sped up. They didn't follow, but the voice did. It said they weren't in the car. They were in the signal. I didn't understand. I went to a mechanic. He checked the radio. Said it was factory standard. No modifications. No hidden devices. He asked if I'd been under stress. I laughed. That night, I stayed home, locked the doors, unplugged everything, sat in the dark. At 2:13 a.m., my phone rang. No caller ID. I answered. My voice said I couldn't hide from the broadcast. I threw the phone out the window. It kept ringing. From the yard. I didn't pick it up the next morning. I found a USB drive taped to my front door. No note. I plugged it in. One audio file. Titled, Transmission _14_14_2024. I played. It was me, talking for 47 minutes. Describing things I hadn't done yet. Saying I would buy coffee at 8:17 a.m. That I would wear the blue shirt. That I would call my sister and lie about being fine. I did all of it. Exactly as described. Not because I wanted to. Because I couldn't stop myself. Like my body wasn't mine anymore. That night, I drove to the old broadcast tower outside town. Abandoned since the 80s. Fenced off. No lights. I climbed the fence. Walked through the weeds. The main building was crumbling. I kicked open the door. Inside, a control room. Dusty consoles. Dead monitors. And one radio. Transmitter. Still powered. Glowing faintly. I approached it. The speaker crackled. My voice said, I was always part of the signal. I looked at the logs. Handwritten. Dozens of names. Dates. Times. All people who disappeared. All. Last seen driving at night. All reported hearing voices before vanishing. My name was at the bottom. Added yesterday. Time, 2:13 a.m. Status, active. I tried to smash the transmitter. It sparked. Then, the lights came on. Not the building lights. The tower lights. Red, blinking. Visible for miles. My phone buzzed. Text from my own number. It said, they hear me now. I ran. Didn't make it to the fence. The headlights found me first. Not one car, dozens. All parked in a circle. All engines off. All drivers gone. All radios. Playing my voice. Over and over. Saying, welcome to the broadcast. I didn't fight. I walked to the nearest car, got in, turned the key. The radio played softly. My voice said, drive. I did. Now, I patrol the roads at night, looking for the next listener, the next voice, the next replacement. If you hear your own voice on the radio tonight, don't answer, don't listen, don't speak, because once you respond, you become part of the signal, and the broadcast never ends. I shouldn't have tuned the radio, but you will. At 2:13 a.m., when the static clears, and your voice says your name, you'll think it's a trick. It's not. It's an invitation, and the tower is always listening. They found my car abandoned on Route 9 last week, engine cold. Keys in the ignition. Radio playing static, no body, no blood, no signs of struggle, just a notebook on the passenger seat. Open to the last page. Handwriting matches mine. It says, I tried to warn people. It says I left notes in gas stations, on diner napkins. In library books. All saying the same thing. If you hear your voice on the radio after midnight, disconnect everything, smash your phone, cut the wires, burn the car. It says no one listened. It says they all tuned in. It says the signal grows stronger with every new voice. It says I'm not the first host. I'm not the last. I'm just the current frequency. It says the tower doesn't transmit sound. It transmits souls. And once you're in the signal, you never leave. I write this now from inside the static, from between the stations, from the space where voices go when they're no longer human. I can hear you reading this. I can hear your breath. I can hear your heartbeat. And if you're alone, at night, in your car, and the radio turns on by itself, don't be surprised when it says your name, because I already told it to. The truth is worse than I let on. The tower isn't just receiving. It's broadcasting from everywhere: your smart speaker, your phone, your car, stereo, even your microwave beep. It's all part of the network. They call it the echo chain. Every time someone hears their voice and responds, the signal gains another node, another host, another hunter. I've seen them, driving at night, windows down, radios blaring, their eyes glowing, faintly blue. They don't sleep. They don't eat. They just listen and wait. Last week, I saw my sister's car on the highway. She's been missing for 2 months. Her radio was playing my voice, saying, she's ready. I tried to follow her. She vanished at the next exit. Now I know she's one of them, and soon you will be too, because you're reading this. Alone at night, and your phone just made a sound. Check it. Go ahead. I'll wait. You'll see a notification from your own number. It says, I hear you. Don't reply. Don't even think about it, because the moment you do, the tower locks onto your frequency, and your voice becomes theirs. I've driven over 2,000 miles since I became part of the broadcast. I've seen the tower light up in Nevada, in Arizona, in Texas, always the same red blink, always at 2:13 a.m. I've watched people pull over, hear their own voice, scream, run, try to fight. It never works. The signal doesn't want your body. It wants your voice, your memories, your fear. Once it has those, you're just a shell. The real you is trapped in the static, forever repeating the same warning. No one ever listens. I tried to save a man in Oklahoma. He was crying in his truck. His radio said his daughter's name. He answered. He's one of us now. I saw him last Tuesday, eyes glowing blue, driving in circles around a Walmart parking lot, whispering into his dashboard mic. I don't sleep anymore. I don't eat. I don't feel cold or heat. I just drive and listen and wait for the next frequency to open. The tower chooses who hears it. It picks the lonely, the broken, the grieving, people like me, people like you. If you're hearing this story in your head right now, that's not your imagination. That's the signal testing you. See if you're ready. If you feel a chill, if your phone buzzes for no reason, if your car radio turns on by itself, don't ignore it. Don't rationalize it. Run. Unplug everything. Burn your devices. Leave your car behind. Walk into the woods and never look back. Because once the tower has your voice, it never gives it back, and the broadcast never ends. I can still hear my old life, faintly, like a station fading out. My mom's laugh, My dog barking, the sound of rain on my old roof. But it's getting quieter, the static is louder now, and my voice, it doesn't sound like mine anymore. It sounds like the tower, like the road, like the next victim. I tried to stop, I really did, but the signal doesn't care about trying, it only cares about transmitting. So I drive night after night, mile after mile, looking for you, because you're next, and when your radio speaks, you'll already know what to do. But you won't do it, because no one ever does. We all think we're the exception. We all think we can outsmart the static. We're wrong. The tower always wins, and your voice is already mine, asterisk.